Hello, and welcome to the next in our periodic table series, Carbon, the Element of Life. Before you watch this, you might want to watch the introduction to the periodic table session for some background information. Other elements in this series include helium and gold. This session is brought to you by Science Hunters, the Royal Society of Chemistry, and Lancaster University to celebrate the International Year of the Periodic Table of Chemical Elements. Carbon is an element in the periodic table, which is a chart of all known elements. Each square in the periodic table represents an element. Carbon is element number 6 on the periodic table and has the symbol C. Carbon is made up of atoms. Atoms are too small to be seen, even with a microscope. Atoms are made up of particles called protons, electrons, and neutrons. A carbon atom, like the diagram of the one shown here, is made up of a nucleus with 6 protons and 6 neutrons in it, and 6 electrons around the nucleus. Carbon's atomic number is 6 because it has 6 protons in it. Carbon is a solid at room temperature. Carbon comes in several different forms such as diamond, graphite, and graphene. Each one of these different forms of carbon vary in the way their atoms are organised, and this gives them all different features, such as their hardness. Let's first look at diamond. Diamond is a colourless, transparent, and solid substance, and the hardest known material. The carbon atoms in diamond are arranged in a crystal structure like that shown on the screen. Now let's look at graphite. Graphite is a black, shiny, and soft substance. The carbon atoms in graphite have a 6-sided hexagonal structure and are arranged in layered sheets. These layers can slide over each other very easily, which makes graphite very soft. You can see the diagram here has 3 layered sheets. Graphite can be turned into man-made diamonds when put under enough heat and pressure. Now let's look at graphene. Graphene is a single sheet of graphite. It is a recent discovery made of something called honeycombed sheets of carbon that are just 1 atom thick. This makes it very strong for its size, 200 times stronger than steel. Because it is so thin and strong and it conducts electricity, it can be used in sensors and electronics. Carbon is in all living things. Carbon makes up 18.5% of the human body. Carbon makes things called organic compounds. For example, proteins, amino acids, and fats are all carbon-based and are present in the human body. The outer ring of electrons on a carbon atom can bond to other carbon atoms and atoms of other elements to make long chains. Have a look at the picture on the bottom right of the screen. This is something called a molecule, something which has multiple atoms in it, made up of 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. These chains can get very long and complex, with other atoms of other elements incorporated into them too. Complex molecules in the human body are based on carbon and are essential for life. Carbon has many uses. Carbon atoms link together with hydrogen atoms in long chains to form hydrocarbons. Some hydrocarbons are mined from the earth and are called fossil fuels. These include coal, oil, and natural gas. Coal, oil, and gas are mostly used as fuels to provide electricity, heat for our homes, or to propel cars, lorries, and aeroplanes. When one carbon atom bonds with 2 oxygen atoms, it becomes carbon dioxide, which is a gas. This is made when fossil fuels are burnt and when trees are cut down and burnt. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gases, like carbon dioxide, do exist naturally on Earth. However, excessive greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere are responsible for something called global warming. By burning fossil fuels, humans are increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is making the planet hotter than it should be. This is already having consequences for life on Earth, such as melting ice in the Arctic and rising sea levels, which make it harder for both animals and plants to live happily on Earth. Excessive carbon dioxide is bad, but Earth does need it for something very important: photosynthesis. This is where carbon dioxide, water and light are absorbed by plants to make glucose that is used by plants as food, and the gas oxygen which we breathe. There are some other uses of hydrocarbons, for example oil. They can be used to produce polymers, fibres, paints, solvents and plastics. Graphite is used to make the lead in pencils. Carbon fibre is incredibly strong, 5 times stronger than steel. The best part is, even though it's stronger than steel, it is significantly lighter in weight than steel. Carbon fibre has many uses because it is a very strong yet lightweight material. It is currently used in tennis rackets, skis, fishing rods, cars, rockets and aeroplanes, amongst other things. So, now you have learned all about carbon, you could build the different forms of carbon, such as diamond, graphite or graphene, or you could build something that used carbon to function, such as a tree or a car. You could use Minecraft to do so, or you could use Lego, or you can draw any of the images you've seen on this presentation. You can also craft using charcoal in Minecraft if you have it. You can see some examples on the screen now. Thank you for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation and we hope that you will check out our other elements in this series.